and welcome to Unprofessional Opinion. I am Richard.
And I'm Melody.
And bit of a sad note today. We lost somebody near and dear to everybody. If you don't know what we're talking about John Lewis.
Yeah, a rest in greatness to John Lewis. He fought until his last day for civil rights. A quote that he gave most recently was, "I have been in some kind of fight for freedom, equality, basic human rights for nearly my entire life." So, and he came from a family of, his father was a sharecropper, so there is no excuse. This man was winning his battle with cancer, and he still continued to fight for civil rights. So, yeah, we will celebrate him today.
Always.
Yes, and continue to be great people.
Always. That's what we have to do. So, in saying that, last week, just getting to that, last week was awesome, man. It was fun, little game, I won, but we checked it.
Nah.
We didn't check, I won.
We didn't check it.
I answered more questions.
No, you didn't.
You
answered more questions, but you got more questions wrong. Whether you answered more questions or not.
That don't even make sense.
You can't win by default. You lost.
I won.
Poor sport.
How?
That's not a good way to raise your two sons.
Oh, God.
For being a poor sport. But anyway, we had a great show last week. How many of y'all watched the movie No Regrets?
Yeah, how many of y'all watched it?
Let us know if you liked it.
Please do, because it was good.
Yeah.
It was good.
We're cheap, so we like cheap dates. So we'll
and I like off the wall movies too.
Yeah, if you ever need to know about a movie, chances are we watched it, and we can let you know whether it's worth watching or not. 365, don't watch it.
What is that?
That porno that they had on Netflix.
Oh man.
Don't watch that, man.
You know what?
It was weird.
It wasn't a porno.
It was.
No, it was not.
You had to put your birthday in to watch the movie.
I didn't.
That's because we have an adult account.
Oh well. It was good though. I liked the kind. It was a little strange. It was, but y'all like 50 Shades of Grey?
Yeah, 50 Shades of Grey. That movie was corny to me too.
But this one was a little more intense. What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
That's all. It was a little more intense. But yeah. So last week was awesome. I thank you guys for supporting and watching. Speaking of support, we always want to talk and just be in tune with everybody and what they're doing around us. Starting off by Drip Scent. Always. We appreciate you guys. We'll continue to promote you guys and keep
applying pressure.
Niece Lauren got some sneakers right now.
Sneakers.
That's coming. They're coming.
New clothing that they just dropped, and you better get it because they sell out
fast. And I'm telling you, when I seen those shoes yesterday, I said I stopped. I was like, oh man, okay, we're gonna have to work on that.
And they look like running shoes too. I need some running shoes.
Yeah, definitely. So we're gonna have to work on that. By the way, we're drinking a pomegranate margarita. So that's what the drink is tonight. You see shots here. I'm gonna try to trick Mel into saying something later. She don't even know what it is, and hopefully she can drink that double shot. Because it's more like truth or dare.
I want a tequila drinking contest. I won't disclose my age.
That's a damn shame.
I won't disclose my age. But I won.
Official sports is in full swing. We always want to promote you guys, man. Keep up the work. Apply the pressure. DJ Q, thanks for calling me, bro. I'm going to call you back.
Mobile DJ.
DJ.
We'll go to
anywhere.
The Tri-State.
Anywhere. Soulfully You. Oh man, Soulfully You have some.
Yes, Soulfully You is on Etsy right now. You can go to Soulfully You on Instagram to get the link to the account for Etsy, or you can just log on to www.etsy.com/shop/solely4you and check out what she has to offer. There's she has the kimonos on there, and also the wraps, and even on Instagram there's tutorials on how to do the wraps, because I need a tutorial. YouTube teaches me everything, so I'm glad that she taught me how to wrap it, because I can't figure it out on my own.
Yeah, that was awesome. And let's see, Bake Right. We always want to support Bake Right. I need some cookies now.
Yeah, I had some terrible cookies. Store-bought terrible cookies. I'm
trying to substitute for Bake. We need cookies, Bake Right. Market for you, as always, continue to apply the I see Market for you. How you doing? Lavinia Rose. Oh man, I got it. I'm still wearing it. Can't stop me from wearing it. And then BB Plug, as always, thank you again. Thank you for promoting us.
Make sure I see a lot of business owners on here. Make sure y'all get linked into the BB Plug. Yeah. Because that's a way for us to communicate with one another, and it's an easy way for you to find exactly what you need. So many people, like, we go off of word of mouth, but right now we can't even really talk to each other. So it's just one digital network for you to find out exactly what you wanna find out in every area.
It's right there for the use. Domestic engineering. Yes. That's family. But if you're looking for a vehicle, and I think you gotta find them on Instagram under Mobile Command.
Yeah, Mobile Command, all one word.
All one word. You'll find them under that.
And it's for auto sales and also auto repair.
If you're in the California, in the Southern California area.
Auto sales for anywhere, because you can figure out the shipping.
Yeah, you can get that, but they can find you what you need. Definitely. Last but not least, we're wearing rock, paper, scissors.
Yes.
Shoot. This is what we're wearing tonight. If you like it, they're right there. R.P.S.S. on Instagram.
It's a clothing brand.
Great people. And trust me, you won't be disappointed because the quality is amazing. I'm not a model, but he made me look like one today.
And shout out to Drippin' Lux for all the nice earrings. Turn it around. The nice earrings. Dang, y'all can't even see it.
There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Drippin' Lux. So yeah, I appreciate that. Of course, you can always find this week on Shard Mel's Unprofessional Opinion on YouTube. Like and subscribe every day.
And it'll be linked on the video.
Yes.
Also,
everybody we talk about will be linked on the video.
And also, if you have a product that you want us to mention, and we want to get it right, so we need y'all to tell us specifics. We will put it on our YouTube channel, because most of the requests or the questions that we get from our YouTube channel is, can we let them know what products we have? So we always put that in our description. Yep. So give us accurate information so that we can make sure that we put that out
everything we need. So I think that was it for everybody right now. And we want to jump into these topics, man, because this one spoke to us, because a lot of us, like, I know I did. I had a lot of insecurities.
I did too.
Growing up in my neighborhood, I had a lot of, I don't know how you describe them, but that's what we're talking about today. We're talking about insecurities. And I guess how, I know she helped me with mine immensely. Crazy, right? So I always do ladies first, because, I want her to get her point across.
Yeah, I found love.
No, I don't. I want to go first. So no.
You can go first.
I'm not.
I would love to have a conversation about this.
I'm going back.
But I found love because I let go of my insecurities. A lot of times when you're starting to date, you're not even dating the type of person that you necessarily like. You're dating what you think everybody else likes, what you're supposed to like. So for me, like superficially, I like, it was like the mixed kid or the light skinned boy, or that was like who you were supposed to like, but that necessarily wasn't my type. As you can see, this is my type. So
really,
yeah, I always liked dark skin. So, but that's not what I was told to like. And I always I was quiet as a kid until I got comfortable. Like I like to perform and things like that. I would like always dance. That I was never shy in that aspect, but meeting people initially, I was always shy. So like my friends that I had, my boys that I liked, or they were always introduced to me or brought to me by my older cousins, because I was the youngest one. So yeah, I played into those insecurities, and I would go after people that I didn't even necessarily like, and they ain't like me, and it like lowered my my self-esteem, and I'm like, I finally got to the point where I'm like, I'm fighting for these people, and I don't even like them. Like, why do I even care if somebody that I don't like me? So when I started to go after people that I was actually attracted to, I didn't have that problem anymore. So I
How
like.
many people was that?
It was literally you.
I'm about to say, because I'm a rare, especially in Los Angeles.
Yeah, and so am I. I'm brown skinned.
You wasn't
confident.
No, I didn't see it though. I didn't see, especially when I met you. I think it was the marijuana, but I didn't see those. They were hidden.
And that's another thing. Like I wanted to speak on. Like a lot of times you'll pick your spouse based on your insecurities. Now that'll either be because it's something that you're running away from. So say if you're running away from, if you dealt with a certain type of guy and you don't want to ever be anywhere near that type of guy, you'll try to date somebody that's a total opposite of that. Or you'll find somebody that isn't good for you, but gives you, like, plays off of those insecurities. So for me, I ran far away from the things that caused me insecurity, and it benefited me because I ended up with somebody good. But yeah, I was very I was conscious of my insecurities. But
listen,
when I first met him, what I wanted to say, when I first met him, I remember just letting go of my insecurities, just saying to myself, like, the worst thing that he can say is no, or he don't like you, so just go in there and have a good time and not care. And that's how I went on the date. I was like, if it work, it work. If it don't, it don't. I don't care. I'm just here to have fun.
That was kind of her attitude. And I was like, dude, what's wrong with this? So, I mean, it was weird because, like, her insecurity, my insecurities, especially at that age, was, I didn't have any money, and she didn't notice I was huge. I was like, I went from 5'5", 185 to 5'11".
And I'm loving that because I'm like.
But she didn't know. But when I met her, I was only
them thick. So.
But I was so I had a weight. I had like this weight problem, but I didn't. When I met her, I was like 185, maybe 200 pounds, right? But in my head, I still was this big guy, right? So that was one thing that I carried around. So it was weight. I didn't have any money because I was broke, and then like my clothes. Like I didn't have that many clothes. Like my gear was subpar. I was just trying to get everything together. So when I did meet her, she kind of knocked those insecurities out, and we actually working. She didn't care about none of that
shit. I was like, for one, nobody here wears Timbs, and that's all I care about.
Yeah, and she didn't
all the
care
other
about
stuff.
none of it.
I was like, as long as you don't got a Jerry curl ponytail. Because it was a lot of that going on in LA, or the two braids, or the Nipsey braids. RIP to Nipsey, but that was not what I was looking for. So he had. I
know. I cut my hair bald.
Hair,
I used to get we used to call it a one guard because it was broke. So we get a one guard, and we get those clippers, man. Them things be hot. And we go in there, one guard, and try to shape ourselves up. So I did what I had. I used what I had to get what I wanted, out of it. But ultimately, she just, if you do, I guess what I'm trying to say is, if you find somebody that don't care about it, they genuinely want you, right? Those insecurities go out the window. So then you develop new ones, right?
Yeah, you do.
You do, and the new ones suck because now it's like. But do you still like me? Like
it's self-sabotage. It's just like, okay, well, this is going too good, so what else is going to go wrong? So it's self-sabotage, but that's something that you can get over too. Like that's just like
with time.
Yeah, with time.
Those were superficial insecurities, but I didn't know. You don't know that at the time. You just think, I'm going through life and I see other people have and I don't, and I want it, but I don't know how to obtain it just yet, and it's gonna take time. And honestly, when I met her, I thought she was out of my league, right? I was like, there's no way, like she living this.
And nobody likes me.
Just prestigious. Dude, I'm living in the city, like I'm driving on a rental car. So when I met her, I'm like, dude, I gotta tell her. So I told her on the phone, I'm like, this is not my car. Like, I do have a vehicle. It's in the shop, which everybody say that when they don't have a vehicle.
I'm like, so.
She was like, so what? She's like, but you have a car. I'm like, yeah.
I'm like, do you want to be a rapper? He's
no.
Like, no. I'm like, I'm sold.
I want to be a record producer. No, I'm joking.
He didn't tell me that.
No, I didn't. But it was that she was able to those surface insecurities, right? So I noticed as we gotten older, those surface insecurities dissipated, and then I started getting new ones. What am I doing enough? Am I becoming the husband she want me to be, right? So, and to combat those insecurities, it was like I need to talk to her about that,
right? And
she can solve those insecurities. She can answer my question.
And some insecurities are healthy to have because you want to grow. You want to be a person that is with your spouse. You don't want to be there the whole time and you like, man, she loved me, and you're not doing nothing. She's like, oh my God, when he when he go to sleep, I'm gonna smother him with a pillow. I'm not seeing him, and he just sitting there like, I'm a great husband. Like I just, I come home
on time.
I don't complain when she cook dinner.
Yeah.
And
we have chicken every night. You like.
So you want to have some type of insecurities. You don't want them to stop you from being a good person, or harm you, or be have anxiety because of these insecurities. But you get them.
That pit in the stomach. It's almost like you're still in love with the person you're with. I mean, we've been together quite a bit of time, and you're still in love with that person. Be like, I hope she still feel the same way I do.
Yeah.
And those it's like sometimes can keep you up at night because you like, what can I do to surprise her today? Right. That gets exhausting.
But you don't need to do anything.
But I don't know that, and that's where that's what I'm saying. You don't know that, and that's the problem. It's like, how can I? Because you're always going to develop. So the human mind can process only one emotion at a time, right? And it might take between 10 minutes to an hour for you to finish developing this one emotion, right? So if I come home with that one emotion thinking that she don't, I'm offended at something she did, and I'll process that for a whole hour, I'm gonna give her something within that hour that's negative. Mm-hmm. It's transference of energy, right?
And
that's
now,
negative.
And now
she's so now she's bouncing it back, and now you're bouncing back just negative freaking energy for no reason, right? Mm-hmm. So I think in the big scheme of things, I think what we're trying to say is you want to have those conversations. Like now we have those like I know for a fact if I'm feeling a certain way, I'm gonna just say, look, this is what I think.
Yeah, and that's the kind of conversations we have now.
And then I kick her out of the house and let her stew on it because she will stab me after. but yeah, we have that.
I'm not as violent as he makes me out to be.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
But, like when I said earlier, often people pick a spouse based on their insecurities. So recently I watched this documentary.
Oof.
And it was about skin color.
Yeah. And
it was crazy to me. Like some of the women on there were forced to marry their parents married someone, they were lighter skinned, and their parents married someone else that was lighter skinned because they didn't want their children, they wanted their children to have the best experience they could have as a black person. So to me it was like, well, how y'all know y'all even really like each other, or y'all attracted to each other? Y'all just married each other. Like, to me that's crazy to marry a spouse based on what your kids will look like.
Yeah, but if they have that within them.
Yeah.
which is it's like that is their vision of their family that they want.
Mm-hmm. They wanted their children to be able to be white passing.
Yeah, because there's something in their life that happened that that formed this.
And I'm gonna tell you from experience with me being the skin color I am. You can have people in your family that are white passing, but you still might have me. Like the genetics is a crazy thing.
Oh yeah, because her.
My grandmother, there's 10 of them, and they're all different colors. And and their mother was half French Canadian, so you don't know what you're gonna get.
You have no clue.
So that's the craziest thing. But it just made me think of how deep insecurities can be, where it can really make you pick your life partner
based on
the skin color. That's crazy. There's
but again, are you saying that that's their preference?
No, that's what I'm saying. There's nothing wrong with dating a certain skin type if that's your preference, if that's what you prefer. But is that your preference because you're attracted to them, or is that your preference because you hate yourself? So that's when it becomes
dangerous.
Yeah, when it's dangerous. Like you said, there is nothing wrong with dating outside of your race. There is nothing wrong with liking a certain skin tone. Nothing at all. But as long as you don't.
What's your motivation?
Yeah, as long as you don't do it because you hate yourself, because then it becomes a fetish. Yeah. It's not really a preference.
Right.
It's your insecurity leading you, and you're not even going to love the person you with. Yeah. Not fully, and you're cheating yourself and them out of being with somebody that they truly love.
They can be happy. Or they might hit a home run and get some money. Never mind. But yeah, so those are my insecurities. Those are something that I worked on, and she obliterated because she didn't care. And I gained confidence, and I was able to become, I think, someone she likes. I think so.
I've always liked you.
Really? Mm-hmm. Okay. So there it is. Someone. I Have It All was like one of those things where we were sitting back and we was thinking, if you were married, right, and you had to pick your perfect spouse, you have to pick the perfect one. Like, are they gonna have every single thing that you want? Are they gonna be, athletic? Are they gonna be, fluent in a different language? All these things, right? They're gonna cook, they're gonna clean, they're gonna just make you totally happy, right? Are you gonna get all of that out of them? Like, are you gonna get all these attributes out of this one person, right? It's almost like, for instance, if I come into a situation right now, and I'm not no time soon, but I meet a person this day and age, right? And I bring the baggage that I have in this relationship, right? And I bring it to a new relationship, right? And maybe in my first relationship, I didn't wash clothes. I didn't do nothing. I didn't do none of that stuff, right?
Which is what we're in now. 17 years I've been washing clothes, but I don't know.
No, but I'm saying it right. It happens, right? So you get into you don't do anything. Well, this person that you get in a relationship probably don't wash clothes either. So there's gonna be a lot of dirty clothes. There's gonna be a lot of buildup, right? And they're gonna be expecting things from you, and you're gonna be expecting things from them.
She has abs, and
right, but she has all these attributes, right? She's like amazing. She can make eggs that's ridiculous. You know what I mean?
And she can make a cheese plate that look like
cheese plate.
It's the artisan.
Yeah.
So you can entertain.
And you can do she's like all that, but when it come down to
washing clothes
and doing the dirty stuff, and you probably don't, you don't do lawn, you don't cut grass, or you don't wash cars.
Throwing washcloths at your kids and telling them to wash their stuff up.
You don't do it. So it's almost like what we're saying, without being cliche, that 80-20 rule, right? Can you have it all? And I say no. I'm gonna argue that point. I'm gonna say no because I can ask Mel, and I think we demand just as much from each other, right? I think it is 50-50. I would like to think it's 50-50 because if it's not, I would want her to tell me. But that's where I'm at in my life. I want pure honesty because I don't want to drag. I want 10 years from now, I still want her to be happy and healthy and not worried about like, oh, I gotta do all this.
Or one of us looking haggard, and the other one
and
like
us happy as hell.
One of us was like, oh my God, you haven't aged a bit. You look great.
Yeah, and the other one's like, Harpo beat me. So I would want that, right? I would that, but to me, having it all, is having this conversation.
Yeah.
Because maybe Mel might wake up, she'll cook me breakfast, she's washing the clothes. I mean, this is real fact. She's got up, washed clothes, she's breastfed the baby, she's did some homework, made my lunch, and amongst other things,
and
right?
I used to use my baby as a weight, and I would do squats with her.
Right? She would wake up at 5 o'clock, she'd have to be to work till like 9. She would wake up and do these things, right? And I used to sit back like, damn, I am a piece of crap, man, because all I did was sleep. Right? But some people will take advantage of that and be like, you know what? I'm going to let her do it. Eventually, she'll be like, you know what? My motivation is gone.
Yeah.
It is not habit. It is pure motivation. It is gone.
Him doing what he did around the house and giving me what he gave me and like the positive energy that he gave me and all that he poured into me gave me.
I would turn on happy and just dance around the house.
Gave me the motivation to be able.
My draw.
Like he knew that every Saturday after I had my son, the way that I would work out after I wanted to lose the baby weight. The way that I would work out is I would get up and I would dance for like 2 hours every Saturday.
Yeah.
And he bought me a speaker so I could dance and would keep the baby because I really I would get up early in the morning before I didn't want to be interrupted and I would just just go and I would just dance and do crazy stuff because
she wanted to sweat.
Yeah, I wanted to sweat and it was a good workout for me. I literally would do the whole
insanity.
Yeah, insanity. But I would do control video. I would reenact the Janet control video in my living room to try to lose some weight or just whatever was on my on me that day or the promise video from Sierra. I would do, and I didn't want to be interrupted because it's embarrassing for somebody to walk in while you dancing, doing these crazy dances. But that's how I lost weight.
Yeah, and you work it out, but. Say if I didn't do that, right? But say I didn't take those elements away from her. And let's say on the flip side, I actually, I made sure her car was clean, full of gas. I made sure that I went to the store and did all these things. So, I've done something. It might not have been what she wanted me to do, but it was something. There was enough, but the argument might come because she want me to do what she want me to do and not understanding or paying attention
to what you're doing.
Right. So it's like, are you having it all? Do you understand what you have with me? You understand that I didn't do what you wanted me to do.
And are you asking?
I did what you needed me to do.
Are you asking too much of someone else? Like, are you giving it all? Why are you asking for somebody to give you, or why are you expecting to have it all? But there's no way possible that you can give it all because that's exhausting. So you expect somebody to do 10 times than what you're putting out. It's unrealistic. So the little things that you're complaining about is minute compared to what you're getting. That's like going somewhere and getting 70% off and being mad that somebody that has a cheaper brand is offering 75% off. You're like, but it's a piece of crap. Like, why are you arguing about getting more off
when you're not even getting the same product?
Yeah, it's not the same quality.
Right. So, all in all, man, that can I have it all? It's that risk. Really is that 80-20 rule. Like, you got to really pick your battles and understand. You know what? I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna think. She did just clean the kitchen by herself. She didn't say anything. I'm gonna mop the floor or sweep. I'm gonna put the kids to sleep. I'm gonna do something to relieve her. And in turn, she'd probably go to the store that day or, maybe she put gas in my car or do something or, you know, schedule. And she know I don't want nobody to touch my car. So do not schedule oil change for my vehicle.
No. First of all, I can order.
You can order parts. I would appreciate that.
Yeah, I can order, and I know what parts need to be put.
Do not touch my car.
Nah.
Oh man.
But there's no perfect person. You're always going to be disappointed by someone because no one's ever going to be able to do exactly the way you want it, the way you want to do it. But I would say just let it play out because you might be disappointed by something that's going to be like even greater later. Like you might be the one idiot that ruins your own surprise birthday party because you're trying.
Really?
Because you're
okay.
trying,
You gonna bring that up? All right.
Because you're disappointed by something that they're not doing, but meanwhile they're like behind the scenes. They're trying to get.
She brought that up.
She's trying to get everything together. But
a long conversation after this. I can't believe it.
Yeah, he's a control freak.
No, I'm not.
Well, neither one of us could ever be surprised.
I surprised you many a times.
No, you didn't, because you told me when we went on my surprise.
Because it kept me from choking you. That's why.
No, because
you kept being in my business.
Yeah, and because I kept buying. I was like, I'm not going to get no clothes. I'll get clothes when we get there. And he was like, all right, I got a confession. It's not going to be anywhere to shop when you get there.
It won't be. So yeah, I guess we can't surprise each other.
No, we can't surprise each other.
But we try. We try. It's the effort. It's the effort. However, you know, going back to what we were talking about, I can't believe you brought that up, man. My surprise. First of all, my surprise party was. If you was there, you know what it was.
It was me.
Oh my God.
DJ Q was the DJ.
It was his second party. He rocked it.
Oh my God.
Oh, he killed it.
They still talk about that.
To this day.
10 years ago.
10 years ago, they still talk about it. When y'all doing another one? Never.
Not on my dime.
Never.
But if y'all pay for it, tomorrow.
It was amazing.
It was
epic
so
party.
much
Matter of
fun.
fact, I think we had to pay more money because we went over. Because we had a whole.
Nah, the guy that was in charge of it. He was having so much fun.
He let us rock.
He said, y'all keep going.
I think my folks had a rap battle at the end of this. A whole rap battle. At the end.
It was epic. So we do know how to throw a party.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome.
But don't let that disappointment change the way you feel about your love, because you don't want to make something small turn into something huge, like turn a mountain into, a molehill into a mountain. It's ridiculous. There's so many people that we see just give up way too quickly on something that could have been a lifelong lasting relationship, and that's just horrible though. Like the energy that you put into creating your dream, to getting your job, to getting your degree, why can't you put that into your relationship? It doesn't make any sense. Like, this is what is going to be the most gratifying thing in your life, your relationship. So if you why you do.
I know.
You do.
You ain't gotta tell me.
So why not? Everything else, we put it into our kids, women.
Yes.
I put everything into my kids. So make sure you put that into your relationship as well, because in return, that's what you're going to get that in return. You know if it's the right relationship, if you're getting, because your spouse is going to be putting that into that relationship as well.
Oh, absolutely. And you'll feel it. Listen, on that note, we just want to thank everybody for being here. I appreciate it. We want to thank Drip Scent, Nice Lorraine, Official Sports, DJ Q, Soulfully You, Bake Right,
Market for You,
Lavinia Rose, BB Plug, Domestic Engineering, thank you.
Yes. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
And Rock, Paper, Scissors, Shoot. Thank you for the clothing.
Yes.
We will always support. This is another piece of our family that we grown that relationship.
And make sure if you're in the Atlanta area, you can have your drinks hand delivered to you from Drinks and Treats by Market for You. If you're not, she will ship it.
Definitely.
Please go to our YouTube page, Chardon Mills Unprofessional Opinion. Like and subscribe and watch. We appreciate it.
This has been Unprofessional Opinion. I thank you again I am Rashard. This is my wife, Melody.
And yes, take care.
Thank you.
Love one another. Love yourself. And release some insecurities.
That's right. Thank you. Love each other.
My world, my world.